All right, everybody, just received the home sink wall mount 5.12 kilowatt battery, and I wanted to show you this screen. And right off the bat, I did notice, the only damage I did notice was right here, and this damage is from the inside, so it's actually a bump out. But anyway, we're going to open it up here in a little bit, but I just want to show everybody the screen here. That's a home sunk screen, and very responsive screen. And like I said, this is brand new out of the package. I haven't hooked up anything or nothing. Come 58% state of charge. You can see the battery voltage there, the max voltage, the temp, the current, which is 0, minimum temp, and a couple of these other ones here, charge and discharge, you can turn on and off. But yeah, the cells, all the cells look great. And like I said, you can click over temperature. It looks like it has 6 different temperature probes there. And there's no alarms. Chart, this was pretty neat. And to kind of see, I guess once you get it hooked up, when you're charging and discharging, it'll kind of, I guess, give you a bar graph or a line graph maybe. Kind of the discharge and the charge. And like I said, we're at 58%. Shows you the voltage there and amperage there. And go to set. It's pretty cool. So you can set your BMS to whatever inverter you have. So this one has quite a bit to pick from. Victron, Growatt. I don't know how to say half these. I'll kind of let y'all look through them here in case y'all have a particular inverter. But it has quite a bit to pick from. SMA, it's a very well-known brand, Growatt, and so forth. And then you can change the language to LCD or whatever. And then set down here, just showed you that. Product, kind of gives you a manufacturer and all that and some information there. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick little rundown of the screen of the home sink here. And I guess that's the home screen, pretty much the pack screen. And but yeah, let me lay this down and we'll open it up, and I'll see you back here shortly. All right, everybody, got it open here. Just want to show you the back of the control board here. Give you some close-ups here. Really like that they protected the wiring, as you can see there. And just a quick overview here. Run down what come in the box also while I got it here. Nice manual, all your mounting hardware that you're going to need. It looks like it just mounts on this one bar here, and then it has some other braces here. I haven't really opened it up, but that's for your wall mount. Manual, of course, comes with some cables and some hardware up here. Looks like it comes with some communication cables. The wiring on here is a AWG4. Some nice heavy duty wiring there. And it looks like about it in the wiring. But like I said, we're here for the insides. Right off the bat, this case is built very heavy duty, very well on the case build here. Like I said, it does have the expansion joints in the terminals here. I did go through everything and check for tightness. Everything was tight. Everything's laser welded, and then it looks like it's checked off to double check. But yeah, it's got 6 different temperature leads on it. Here's the first one up here. I think that one's the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and there's a 6th one here somewhere. But the BMS over here, I want to say, before I get to the BMS, I want to say these are 6 AWGs on the positive. There's 2 positives coming off, and there's only one. This one might be a 4. There's only one going down in the circuit breaker there, and then it splits off back to 2, back to your bus bar here. So like I said, we have 2 positives and 2 negatives here. I do believe, like I said, I'm not going to take all this apart. I do believe these are 6 AWGs. And then the BMS here, Like I said, all the connections here is nice. Everything's glued in, so nothing jiggles out. I can tell you that I can't really get there, but the model for the BMS is BMS 16S10. Let me get in there. 100A, so maybe 100 amp. But yeah, 16 strings, 16 batteries. Like I said, I just wanted to show the insides, like I said, of the HumSync 5.12 kilowatt wall mount. Like I said, this case is extremely heavy duty. They did put a nice foam gasket around the lid, so this is an outdoor rated. Even if I did put it outdoors, I'd put it under at least an eave or something like that to help protect it. But like I said, it is definitely made for outdoor use. If you don't want to wall mount it, it comes with these nice feet already on there. And if you remember the other part of the video, that little indentation there was coming out. You know, it wasn't coming in. And I noticed up here, these two little tabs here on each side look like they're bent. But it's weird because the main frame is totally intact, no marks, no scuffs. And I don't know exactly how those got bent. As you see down here, they're supposed to be 90s on both these. And it looks like you unbolt this whole cage here, and this whole cage lifts out of this frame. And like I said, you can see kind of the 90s down here. I'm not sure what, or during shipping, or maybe even before, you know, packaging or something like that. I'm not sure on that, but it's not a huge deal in my book. So it looks like everything made it intact. You do have your openings for your, I call them blow-off valves, or you know, your vents if these batteries do need to vent. But yeah, all your wires, for the most part, you know, has some nice wire looms to them, as you see down here. And then it breaks loose and everything's zip tied in. But yeah, I checked all the connections. Everything was tight. Like I said, you got your mini bus bars down here on your negatives and positives. All kinds of communication ports over here. But like I said, nice heavy duty. Everything's nice and heavy duty there. Let me slide this back over here real quick. It was really easy to take off. So it's 4 screws on the top and bottom, and then 3 screws on the left and right. But I just want to give you a quick little rundown over here on the side. So you do have a nice waterproof breaker here that they've installed for you, which makes it really nice. Let me get in here so y'all can see this. So it's 125, and it's got this little lid. Like I said, you 2 positives, 2 negatives, your power switch, and then it has all kinds of connections here. Link in, link out, RS485, and then a RS232, and it has a grounding lug over here also. And it does have nice handles, which you definitely need. And these fold in and out. Nice heavy duty handles. I did use those. On this other side over here, it's flat. So just the handles over here, and then the top is flat also. But yeah, overall the HumSync here, and it's a wall mount, and so far so good. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all. Like I said, I haven't seen anything really online and gets inside. But yeah, I'm gonna wall mount this eventually, and then more than likely hook it up to a portable power station. That way I can use that portable power station for other things also, but when I want to come out here in the shop, I can hook it up. So that's coming at a later video. I will do a charge and discharge and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to bring you a quick little update here. Like I said, the packaging, like I said, it was fairly good. I've seen some better packaging, but it came well protected. Like I said, nice thick foam. It's just a single box. I'm surprised it wasn't double box, but just single box. And then it had reinforced corners here, and then foam around. So, but yeah, overall it made it pretty good shape. So I'm gonna get to putting this back together. And like I said, I don't have the power station yet, so Here in a couple weeks, hopefully I'll have this wall mounted, and then up to a power station, we'll do a charge and discharge and all that good.